Hi, I'm Raul. I'm here at LACMA, or the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. I'm here to experience a virtual reality experience by director Alejandro Iñárritu. He's won the Academy Award multiple times for direction. They actually made a special Academy Award for this virtual reality art installation here. He actually has a really cool quote that I want to pull up here. I want to share with you guys regarding this, and actually 360 and virtual reality just in general. So 360 filming, and so here's a quote from the director. It goes like this, quote, "My intention was to experiment with VR technology, to explore the human condition in an attempt to break the dictatorship of the frame, within which things are just observed, and claim the space to allow the visitor to go through a direct experience, walking in the immigrants' feet, under their skin, and into their hearts." So I'm gonna go ahead and check out the experience, and I'll let you know after I come out.
Hi, so I already shot an ending for this video at LACMA, but I don't think it was good enough. Basically, I had gone on YouTube and found a lot of videos talking about Carne y Arena, but nothing really talked about what happens when you're there. It talks about that it is happening, so that it's all a lot of news, or they talk about that such a big time director worked in some kind of VR project, right? So that it was a smash at con, stuff like that. So no one ever talks about, or at least none of the videos that I saw spoke about what actually happens when you go through this experience. It's really a brilliant experience. So I didn't add that in this original video, so I decided to just reshoot this. Okay, so I'm gonna basically give you a description of what happens. You go into this darkened room. At first, you get a little description about the situation with regarding the United States southern border and the desert area where many people from not just Mexico but Central America they walk across, right? And the perils that they face, right? Then you go into a different room, which is seems more like a holding cell where they can maybe just hold a lot of people once they get captured by our immigration agents. The thing about that room is that it is filled with actual objects found in the desert. So actual belongings to these people who try to make the crossing across the desert. So it sets the mood for what you're about to experience. You're told to take off your shoes and socks, and so any of your belongings you can put into a locker, and then once that happens, then you go into the room. And in the room, it's a large space, a large open space, really. It's dark, but the entirety of the floor is covered with dirt. So you're getting this visceral sensation of actually, like it's starting to get you to think that you're actually outside in the desert. There's two people that are there to accompany you. They're basically there to make sure you don't walk into any walls, because they put a backpack on you and a headset on you, and then pretty much right then and there the experience starts, and you're free to walk around. It has it's a really awesome scene. You can walk all through it, so you come across people who are crossing. And one of the things that I thought was brilliant is that the reality is it's not like only Spanish speakers that are coming across. There are a lot of people who are speaking native indigenous languages of Central and Mexico, so Central America and Mexico. So you're hearing those languages as well. You're also present when these people get raided. You get assault rifles pointed in your face. But one of the things that they added, which was brilliant, is that I think they program it so that one of the agents walks next to you, and then he actually bumps into you, But in a way, you're kind of a ghost in that situation because you actually pass through him as he's walking towards you, and then you can see the functioning of his internal organs. So they're trying to, I think my personal opinion would be like, is trying to still humanize both sides, even though these agents they're doing their job, and they could be politically motivated for either way, whether actually that you can go into that, like, but so anyway, I think the whole idea is really trying to keep the humanity like for the viewer. So it's a really intense scene. You're free to move around the whole scene, the whole scenario. You're in the desert with people crossing, get raided. You get these agents. They're trying to communicate with you in a very aggressive way, but they can't quite speak Spanish, let alone these other languages that these people speak, because a lot of them don't really speak Spanish. They speak like all these other languages. I don't want to even guess at which ones. And then after that whole experience, then you leave the room. You can put your socks and shoes back on, and then you walk through a long hallway where you can see the experience, or you can read about the experience of the people from whom they drew inspiration for this virtual reality experience. It's very powerful. I definitely recommend anybody to try it. You definitely got to try to get in if it goes to a museum near you. I don't know if it's going to be traveling, or if you can travel to LACMA, see if you can't see it before the show closes. I definitely recommend experience like the power of virtual reality and 360 filmmaking. But beyond that, I mean, I think it can really help people better understand the situation. This is one of the things that they always talk about 360 filmmaking or virtual reality, the whole aspect of empathy. Supposedly, by viewing these types of things, it can really help give an outsider a better understanding of what it's like to be in the situation from either side. I think this is one of the more successful attempts at doing that, because not every 360 video is going to be great. I mean, a lot of them are truly just like videotaping, or actually doing some kind of computer simulation of going down a roller coaster or something like that. So it seems like there's more of that than a lot of these really great pieces like Carne y Arena, also stuff like Clouds over Sidra, stuff like that, where it really gets people into these areas where they don't necessarily understand the life of a lot of these people who are trying to make a better life or trying to get back to a normal life. Just watch it, really. So this is the alternate ending to my video. I hope you like that better, because it seemed like no one was really describing what it was actually like. This is just a brilliant way to kind of really immerse the person there in a simple way. It doesn't have to include actors trying to bump into you or anything like that. You're being barefoot on the sand. I think is just a powerful way, and a simple and elegant way to just immerse the viewer. So that's all. That's my 2 cents. All right. Thanks for watching.